Alrighty, welcome back to another video. With the Santa event ending at the end of December, we have a new seasonal summon portal, which was supposed to coincide with Valentine's Day, but I guess they made it a little bit earlier, just to have, just to not have too much of a gap, I guess, between seasons. And here we are, the Cupid family seasonal summons. Now, there used to be just 3 legendary heroes here, Cupido, Himeros, and Photonus, alongside 4-star Voluptas and 3-star Zarola. This time around, since it is the new year, they did introduce 3 new legendary heroes, Aros, Caboy, and Elba. So we're going to have a look at what these heroes do, and let's start with the non-featured one. Elba, 5-star red Paladin. So all Cupid families support other families and realms. Solo heroes get plus 20% increase for any healing received. This can only apply to solo heroes where they have no family or realm members in the same team. Apart from that, they also resist special skill blocking. So you can't use a Cupid family like Cupido to kind of stop the opposing Cupido from firing. Neither can you use heroes like Alfrag or Kullervo or something like that. So really strong passives, and even with this Cupid family passive as well, that 20% increase for any healing received will have a good impact as well on legendary troops, especially because legendary troops give you a stronger stronger boost in health. I think you get between 39 to about 40% health increase. Although you do take away the 20% increase health healing increase that was in the magic troops, so this one kind of compensates for that. So let's look at Elba. The special skill Vanguard of Passion, mana speed average, deals 325 damage to target and nearby enemies. Caster and nearby enemies recover 1000 health after 4 turns. If the effect is removed before the duration ends, it recovers 1300 health instead. The caster and nearby allies counterattack with 125% of the damage received for 4 turns. Now, I like the fact that it's 4 turns. I do not, however, like the fact that it's recover 1000 health only after the 4 turns, because then you gotta wait. It's actually quite long. I'm not sure if Tremor was the same. I guess I could bring up Tremor. Let me just have a look at the card, and I do believe it is. I'm not sure if it was 3 turns or 4 turns, but essentially this is something similar, except it's only applying to 3 heroes. Yeah, so Tremor's effect is 3 turns as opposed to Elba, but I guess being average speed and recovering a much more higher amount of health means that they had to tack in a slightly longer turn before it takes into effect. Now, again, this looks to me like initially it looks to me like a equalizer hero, but then the counter attack with 125% damage usually doesn't apply really well in it doesn't really apply really well for defense on in equalizer wars. I could see this being used in offense though, because you could time it in such a way that you activate this skill and then you time it such that either you want the health boost or you want your the opponent to kind of hit 3 with the with damage with special skills. You can counter attack that, and then you wait that one more turn for the equalizer to go off to heal the caster and nearby allies. Now again, this is only caster and nearby allies, it's only to 3. Tremor was to all, so it'll remain to be seen how well this will suit with it being siloed to just 3. So if you could expand this to 5, that's awesome, but obviously it can't be too overpowered, and it being average speed as well. I think you can sort of put your 2 biggest hitters or your 2 supports to kind of support your hitters. I don't know, something like that. That will be able to kind of take advantage of Elba's ability here. I'm usually not a fan of putting taunts in the same team as counterattack, but recently people are hitting heroes are hitting so hard anyways that even using a taunt, a singular hit will more or less likely just kill the person who's hitting it instead of just hitting 3. So I could see you running a taunt beside Elba and hoping that the counter attack, kind of just kills the person who's hitting into the taunt, and then your taunt would survive long enough for this special skill to take into effect. So decent hero, I'd say. I think they did adjust it a little bit from the beta. I remember it was 300% damage only. I like that it's now 325%. So, just to keep up with the amount of health that defenses will have. All right, the next one is Caboy. It is a 5-star blue barbarian. So same family bonus, same passive skill. Love cannon, slow speed, deals 200% damage to the target. For 3 turns, the target is forced to cast mindless heal when at full mana. Deals 200% damage to 3 other random enemies. And this effect targets the same enemy as the first hit if there are no other valid targets. So it's just saying that, instead of it fizzling out, it will deal, if there's no other enemies around, it will just hit all 3 at the same target as the initial. For 3 turns, all hit enemies are forced to cast Mindless Heal when at full mana. So Mindless Heal recovers 20% health for the character on the opposing side with the lowest remaining HP. What do I think? It's kind of interesting that they made it some sort of like control. At least the initial hit can be targeted, and then after that you're sort of like playing dice with the other 3 random hits right here. Remains to be seen whether or not these 4 hits at 200% damage can kill an auto taunt. I don't think so, because 200% is actually really low. But you can use this as an sort of like an alternative to mana control. Minimum 1 potentially for minimum 2 potentially for heroes in the opposing side. Slow speed is kind of, it doesn't help at all, because you can't really use this. I can't see it being used in regular wars, but you can use this in rush wars to kind of control. You can kind of use Caboy against, like, for example, you have a dispeller on your side, you can kind of dispel and then use Caboy to ensure that all the hits are hitting onto minimum 2, maximum 4, potentially 4 targets as well. Not really a fan. I think slow speed really dampens the nature of this hero, although it is an interesting design. The final one, Aros, 5-star purple ranger, same passives and everything. Arrow of Desire, mana speed very fast, deals 465% damage to the target. All damage the target receives is increased by 40% for 2 turns. It used to be 50% in the beta, but I think with very fast they kind of realized that no, there's no way I can chuck in a 50% here, which is the same as France and Hematas, by the way. So I think at very fast speed this warrants the 40%. And I guess you can kind of run this as a stack with with heroes like Gortooth, Khonshu, potentially even Deadwood if you have it. So interesting as well, because you can kind of have a very fast, either a pair or a trio that can kill potentially anything. So you could run Gortooth, hitting Gortooth with the negative, I do believe is negative 45%. Yeah, negative 45% defense, and then use Aros, and then you can either use Khonshu or someone like Deadwood to kind of kill off a target. The only problem is you're using 3 heroes to kind of kill 1 person. So I don't know if that's really efficient. But other than that, though, the other thing that you can see here is using Aros on Titans. Like, I'm currently using Tugruk in Yellow Titans, just because of him being purple and him having the same effect as France as long as he use the hurricanes and tornado first to kind of increase his damage received stack. So I can see Aros kind of replacing Tobruk, kind of replacing France on Yellow Titans. Although in terms of min-maxing, I'm not sure whether you would want this all damage target received, you want it to be 40% or 50%. In which case, it's the balance between using a mono purple or using 4 purples and 1 green, the green being France or Hammer Tusk. Personally, I like this hero. I believe this hero can be used in war, especially if you can have if you're just trying to wipe out a potential priority target, especially when you see in current defenses where they rely a lot on the back two, the wings being the ones that deal damage. So you can kind of use arrows to kind of snipe out the wings, and then you proceed to kill the middle tree, which is trending towards being very passive. So interesting hero, and I think it's the highlight of this portal as well. I think everybody, quite a few people, if they're looking to pull for this portal, you are trending towards getting Aros. The others, I think Cupido I still use in regular wars. I think Cupido is a good controller. Himeros, I've not had Aethers on him, so I don't really use. Can be quite interesting in Mythic Titans as well. That increased special skill damage by 40% is actually pretty good. And Photonus is a key in my rush war defense. So I guess all of this can be pretty usable. It depends where you want to use it. I think overall Aros seems to be like the best, I would say, among the 3 new ones. Who knows? Also, with this seasonal summon, you do get a chance for a perfect 10. Each 10 times summon gives you a chance for a perfect 10 bonus. Now, I would like to emphasize that it's only a 2% chance for the perfect 10 bonus, which means on average you need to do about 50 10 pulls a day. Because it only occurs once every 24 hours, you need to do 50 pulls a day, 50 10 pulls a day to kind of guarantee this perfect 10 chance. And what it entails is you get a Tome of Ascension, a legendary Tome of Experience, epic Tome of Golden Emblems, which is the 3 biggest tomes that you can get, and 10 giant food bundles, which is essentially 5 million ham. So pretty decent, I guess, for a perfect 10 bonus. If you're looking to kind of use gems to pull, I think this is the best because it gives you the ability to immediately level a hero from 370 all the way to 480, especially if you do not have the materials, the Ascension materials for it. So we do have 19 epic hero token pulls. I am tempted to just try my luck to see whether or not I can get Aros. I think Aros is the one that I'm looking at. Caboy and Elba not really, so I think it's only Aros. So why don't we use this 19 hero tokens and see what we can get. Don't need another Zorola. I have 3 limit broken already and using for my events team, so I don't really need another Zorola. What I would like actually would be the hero of the month. I don't actually have the hero of the month just yet, so that'll be nice to have. If not, well, you can always try on a different portal next time. Hey, another Zorola. Well, at least we're getting some form of Cupid families here. Hey, there's another one. I don't know, at some point in the last year I had like epic hero tokens and I was pulling, and I got I think 10 Zorolas almost consecutively in pulls. It was like crazy. Okay, but anyways, the first 9 and there's nothing really much to see. I'm getting the same Hu Tao again. That's always interesting. But let me know what your thoughts on the new heroes. Hey, there's Dawa. I personally think it's nothing too much to shout about. It's just the newest of the new. Apart from Aros, actually, I feel like the only good one is Aros in this portal, and that's about it. But who knows? Maybe if you do, the idea for I guess SG is that most people will normally just they'll just hoard epic hero tokens and then they'll just use epic hero tokens on their seasonal heroes. I guess they want you to kind of spend your gems here as well, which is why they're giving you the perfect 10 bonus. Not sure how many Zorolas we're getting here. Exactly my point, right? So yeah, Hope you guys are getting way better luck than me in pulling for these particular heroes, and if you do get one of them, do let me know, and if you did, congratulations as well. We have not gotten anything, which is fine considering there was only 19 hero tokens. Nothing new in terms of 4 and 3, so it doesn't really need anything. I didn't even keep a copy of Voluptas just because it's only caster and nearby, which is completely useless. So alright, congrats if you have already pulled any one of these, Aros, Caboy, or Elba. Congrats also if you managed to get the chance for perfect 10. Do let me know. You are supposed to get a random legendary seasonal hero as well, so my guess is they'll probably give you something between Cupido, Himeros, and Photonus, who knows. But if you do get it, do let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you all in the next video. GG.